Cool. Live stream loading up. Okay, if you guys are seeing this live, I'm just going to finish getting the stream set up. It'll take me a few moments here, and then we will get right into the training. Today, we are covering the two different website options you can use inside of HighLevel, which is WordPress or HighLevel's native builder. They just brought out some awesome AI features. HighLevel now has an integration with Search Atlas, and one of the things that has been a topic of conversations, not only between me and my employees, but me and my clients lately, is, which type of website should I be using? Um, do I need to use WordPress to have optimal SEO? For a long time, that was the case. Um, Basically, you couldn't get meta tags, you couldn't do the schema markup, and a lot of the technical things that you would need for HighLevel, or I mean, for SEO. But Search Atlas has really changed that. And so we're going to talk about Search Atlas a little bit, and we're going to talk about the differences between the HighLevel and the WordPress builder. Should be a pretty short training today. And I think I have gotten everything updated and streaming. So we are good to go. um, and guys, we've got a bunch of my current clients and some newcomers here on the Zoom. If you guys have any questions, or if I maybe glossed over something that I missed, that it's not, you guys don't understand what I'm talking about, jump in, come off mute, call me out. If I'm not sharing my screen, tell me if I look like I should be. And then we'll be at the part where we can get to some Q&A here in the end. I'm going to talk about some free resources I have for other agency owners or small businesses using HighLevel. And that's it. So when it comes to HighLevel in WordPress, like I said, has been the golden standard of SEO for a long time. HighLevel has some awesome things. Like it's really quick to build in HighLevel, especially with their new AI website builder, which literally you just put in your business description and it gets you a website ready to go in minutes. What people want to know, are there any, why would I still want WordPress? Um, well, the answer is really like now there's no advantage to WordPress. And so a little clickbait on my title there, but I'm going to tell you what changes have been made and why I think that's the case. WordPress is going to charge you, I think, even if you own your own agency, it's like $10 per site. There is zero cost with any HighLevel builder page. You can have unlimited websites in one in any in it for any business with no extra cost. They load really quickly. They've got schema markup, meta tags, and everything that can be handled just by turning on Search Atlas. So if you're using Search Atlas for SEO, there's really no advantage at that point, no SEO benefits in WordPress. There's actually some disadvantages to WordPress. So WordPress, you're going to have a lot of different plugins, right? You have a Search Atlas plugin if you're using Search Atlas and everything else. Now, the problem with that, there's a couple of them. So first off, if you're trying to be compliant, anytime there's an integration, there are going to be customer data. There is going to be customer data left in the logs. So if you're like a law firm, if you're a medical practice, that's going to be a concern, right? And most of these integrations, they don't have a HIPAA option that's going to clean that data up. So, and there another complication about those plugins is that you have to update them. And if you don't update one of them, sometimes your whole site can go down. And when somebody tries to go to your website, it'll say, that it's not up because the plugins weren't up to date. So with HighLevel, it is all built in one system. Your website is seamlessly connected in one system to all of your automations. There are no plugins you have to update. Everything is going to be totally compliant and airtight if you're on the HIPAA setting. And that doesn't just end at the website or your forms. Like it's going to go all the way back through all the AI systems. There's really not any other systems like HighLevel that have all of this in one house. Like all of your forms, like most companies are integrating a dozen different things, which is going to make it impossible for it to be compliant. So that's like one of the things I like about the compliance side. And when people want to know, if you want to know about like the HighLevel builder and what it's capable of, the AI builder, the way it works is it's going to pick a template from one of thousands. And I'll just give you guys a little bit of a look around in here while I'm talking about it. So MassMarket AI is my agency, if you didn't know. Um, The AI builder, basically, there are thousands of high-level templates, and here we go. So it's got thousands of templates. I think they just released a bunch more this week. They release them like all the time. And so the AI builder chooses one of these thousands of templates, fills it out, and then is ready to go. Um, I think showing, so that's pretty straightforward. I'm not even sure I should go through that and show the templates. I think what's going to be more valuable is showing the SEO feature Search Atlas has. So Search Atlas is one of the oldest. It's not a new company. They've been having a suite of tools for companies that offer SEO for years, but they've rolled out this thing called Auto, and they've also just partnered with HighLevel. So if you get Search Atlas inside of HighLevel, you can only use it on a WordPress or a HighLevel site. So that's one caveat. Um, so if you have a client that's needing it done for their Shopify site or for some other type of website, you're going to want to sign up directly to Search Atlas. And guys, just so you know, whether you sign up for my products through for Search Atlas through my affiliate link or HighLevel through my affiliate link, you'll get access to all my bonuses. So like any product I'm talking about on here, I'll give you access to all my stuff if you just use my link. So, you know, you should be able to find my link in my bio if you're watching this live somewhere. You can scan this, fill out the form, and just ask me for the link, and I'll give you all the bonuses that I'm going to talk about here at the end. So if you go directly to Search Atlas, it's going to be 100 a month. If you're in HighLevel, it's going to be 70 a month. And then you also have unlimited websites you can build with HighLevel for no additional cost. So the reason why Search Atlas gets better results, and they say, like, you see, who says SEO has to take 3 months to see results? I've been selling SEO since 7 years ago, and it's always been 3 to 6 months. And for a national brand or an e-com store, 12 months to 24 months. Guess what? Not the case anymore. And people often ask why that is. And the reason is AI can just do way more work and it costs next to nothing compared to people. So a lot of SEO companies, they'll charge 3K a month for SEO with 4 blogs per month. If you are doing this yourself, you can post 4 high level blogs per month that are keyword optimized and the topics are strategically selected based on what you're trying to achieve. You can do that in an hour with Search Atlas. I think that's 3,000 is a little much to charge when AI can do that. And so you can really compete with some big companies and provide much better results and service through HighLevel and Search Atlas. So here are all the things it does. Auto SEO is you're gonna put a piece of code in the top of the header of the website. It's gonna optimize the copy. It's going to do the schema markup, the meta tags, and even the backlinks. So this will do publications. That means to real newspapers. So it'll publish your site to a bunch of platforms every month. It'll handle all the listings. I think it does like 80 to 120 backlinks per month on like a real press release source, real high authority places. And when they reference your site, that's what gives you credibility. One nuance that's changing a little bit when it comes to Google and how they rank, because AI can make content so easily, content's not as valuable anymore. Authority and credibility with Google and a history are going to be more important. So it's really important that you're doing these press releases and publications. Another thing that's changed a lot in the last 7 years is that Google My Business listing, being in the map section is really important. It's right there next to the organic, and I think it's usually on top of the organic if you're talking about a local business. So you can't do SEO effectively without also focusing on the map section. And that is down to your Google business profile. So if we look at this right here, the SEO companies are not doing this amount of work on a monthly basis. So this thing will generate Q&As. So it's going to look at what the competition in the market is, like what the keywords that you should be targeting, and it's going to simulate a customer asking a question and then your company answering it on the GMB. A minimum 2 times a month is what they recommend to achieve the results that they have in their case studies. But you can do it more than that if you want. Same with the blogs. And so it'll simulate those Q&As that are strategic. It'll reply to reviews automatically and still use the keywords you want to use. You can also, it'll post as many times as you want. They also recommend 2 posts per month. Now, posting, especially with photos that you take on job sites, is what's going to get you greenlit across the whole map section. Um, but one of the cool things about the GMB is you can rank on GMB by like getting better reviews, by posting by these Q&As much faster than you can with traditional SEO. So that's part of what gives it this really quick ranking effect. But they themselves say, why should SEO ranking take 3 months? And I'm gonna pull up some case studies here and show you guys how much better it is. And if you want some white label case studies, you can go and you can sell this product and this service as if it's your own SEO platform. You can white label it and you can confidently say these are the results we're getting clients because you are following the SOP from Search Atlas that is giving you the same results that are in this white label uh, case study. So I guess I'll show the downloaded file since I'm not sure how to find it on their site. And I do know where this file is in my computer. So I may actually already have these up. Yeah, I do. So you'll see this is the list of everything that it does. Now I kind of already went through that on the website. So I'm going to focus on these case studies. Now these are national brands if you can't tell. E-com stores and national SEO historically takes like 12 plus months. Usually more like 24. It's competitive. You got every single company doing the same thing in the whole country you're competing with for those 10 spots on Google. So on here you'll see like they're getting great results. Like this is the one that I haven't seen this one. This one says 3 months for a national brand. Most of these are still going to be longer for national brands, like 11 months. But almost all of their local businesses, they're getting results that they're posting these case studies up from in 17 to 21 days, which is nuts. 8 weeks, that's a national company. 3 weeks for a local business. You can tell the national ones because they're not showing the local heat maps. They're showing the traffic, um, the traffic on the little screenshots there. Now I've got one more case study page somewhere. This is the 30-day SOP. This is the exact thing you need to follow to get these same kind of results for your clients. As you guys can see, like their recommendation, one blog per week, one GMB per post per week, but you can step that up if you're trying to get like a national brand ranked quicker. And it will even create the web pages for these blogs and post them automatically. It's absolutely insane. And let me find the other case study for you guys. You can see all my messy files. We can get into a little more depth on one of these, this tree cutting one. But yeah, like if you join the community, reach out in the chat on one of these meetings, text me. You can do it through the link in my bio, and I'll give you this SOP for setting it up. You'll get access to me for group coaching, and you'll have these white label case studies. So you can go and start selling like you're an SEO pro off the bat. If you're not comfortable following the 30-day SOP, you can have my company do it and resell these services. But you just see some excellent results. Most of these things are 3 weeks. Guys, I'm going to open it up for you guys to ask some questions, but I think I pretty much covered it. Yeah, so you want to get Search Atlas inside high level if you're doing a WordPress or a Go High Level site. Go High Level sites are not only going to be more compliant, faster to set up, less updating required over time, but they have the same SEO capabilities as WordPress now. So it pretty much is hands down, high level is going to be the better option. I think one detail I left off is that the high level builder can build any website. I'm telling you. So the way that we do it is if somebody wants a custom site, if you have someone skilled in the high level builder, they can recreate any website to a T in the high level builder. Like my team does it all the time. We'll do exact clones of any site. And so it is capable of whatever you want it to do. I have a training I did on creating custom elements with AI for the high level builder that's really cool on my YouTube. If you want to subscribe, it's at Rob's Gone MIA, GONEMIA. And that's a really cool thing, but there's no limit to what you can do in the high level builder. And And here are some more case studies. That's what I was trying to scroll to show you guys. This one's more local businesses, and you see all of them are 1 month, 30 days, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 20 days, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Incredible results that you're not that you never see from a traditional agency. This is one of the areas where AI has really surpassed what a whole company could do. And from a guy who used to sell for an SEO company and they'd give me the first month revenue as a commission, I can do the same thing and I get that every month. So I go from making 6 figures a month or 6 figures a year back in the day to now doing the same thing with HighLevel. And now I can add 6 figures in annual recurring income every year. And so it's just a whole different game. It's a beautiful time because right now it's easier to replace the company than it is to replace the salesperson. And if you can build yourself a personal brand and your skill as a marketer, you can really capitalize on that a lot more than you could when you had to work for a company to do the work. So, guys, I'm gonna open it back up, but I guess I'll say one more thing that I have some of the current clients were really excited about on my meeting. Um, if you are wanting to learn how to sell websites, I've got a ton of experience. I started in a call center back in the day. I still cold call to generate my business. And if you want to get certified for HighLevel and do that with us, you can. You can get certified through my link, and I'll give you access to all my coaching, training. You can sell for me until you get your certification. And then you can go and help build websites for these 500,000 companies in the US that have a website or have a HighLevel account currently. So guys, I'm going to open it up for questions. I don't know if there's anything I might have missed. I think I covered it well. But who has some questions about what builder is best? Why the SEO with HighLevel works as well as it does? Anything you want to ask, go ahead. We'll leave it for a couple minutes and call it a meeting.
Hey, Rob,
Yeah.
you mentioned a 30-day SOP. What were
Yeah.
you talking about exactly when you
Yeah. So Search Atlas has basically this guide for how to use their platform to deliver the results that are in those case studies. So this is let me share my screen. This is exactly what you need to do. And bro, you can just submit, I'll just send this to you after if you want it. But
yeah.
this just tells you how to set it all up, like what to do from to get it set up in the first month, and then what you need to do every month after that to keep it rolling. So it covers step by step exactly what to do to be able to deliver results that are going to crush pretty much any traditional marketing, SEO company. Kedar, what's going on, brother? What you got for me?
Hey Rob, how's it going, man?
It's going good, bro.
Good deal.
I want to
Got it.
I want to tell you about some strategy updates for how I'm doing some cold calling, but we'll cover that offline.
Oh,
So tell me
nice.
what's
Yeah.
going on. What questions do you have?
Okay, I got a question for you. Okay. So I wanted to ask you, so I'm your affiliate through the AI employee on Go High
Mm-hmm.
Level, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know I got some get some bonuses from there. But
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask if I become your affiliate under because I just got one of my clients upgraded to SEO with auto,
Mm-hmm.
search atlas. And I've been like debating whether I'm gonna go directly through high level, but I'm thinking like maybe I'll just go directly through auto
Mm-hmm.
for this first time or whatever. I mean through Search Atlas. But I was thinking like if I go through your link through Search Atlas, will I get any additional like benefits, like maybe like on a one-on-one or the help with
Yeah.
with my clients or whatever. Like if I'll be like a double like affiliate more like I'll be
Yeah.
affiliate for you through Search Atlas and under the Go High Level AI
I
employee.
mean,
So I just want
I'm not sure what percentage they give me on Search Atlas. Let me see.
really, yeah,
But I wouldn't mind throwing you a one-on-one. I think it may only be 20%, so it might be $20. Usually a one-on-one is worth like 200 a half hour. But bro,
right,
like if you get it and you're rolling with it, like first off, you've been with me for a while, bro. I'll do a one-on-one call if you
right,
want sometime. Um, and then regardless, like I guess the way I could do it is I could say the IT support. We will provide IT support and answer your questions about that product if you signed up for it through my link. So like
nice,
normally
nice,
as an affiliate, you get IT support in regards to high level information and question answering.
right,
If you're using Search Atlas outside of high level and you want IT support on that, then
right,
sign up through my link. And bro, like I don't mind
great.
taking a call with you at all.
All right, cool, man. Because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it that way. Like I said, this is kind of new for me as far as
Yeah.
SEO, but I have done a lot of research on their product, so I know it's and I've done a lot of
Yeah.
research on the SEO, so I know some things, but definitely want a little more hand holding if I can. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? For this first one,
for
I want to get
sure.
my clients some great results. So
For sure. And there is one other
great.
thing that came to mind. There's a couple other nuances to whether you sign up through High Level or directly through them. Um,
Mhm.
I'll be honest, I love High Level, but there's one aspect in which Search Atlas beats them, and it's the Google Ads. Like Search Atlas has a
Yeah, I
name,
heard about that.
Google Ads AI. And so if you have a client that wants to run Google Ads, you should definitely sign up through Search Atlas. And with
Yeah.
the $100 to Search Atlas, if you go directly to them, even though it's not 70, it's 100, you get their Google Ads AI and you get the an auto for one website. And then if you upgrade that plan, you can get like
Mhm.
a bunch of Google Ads credits and two
Oh, okay.
autos.
I
So
didn't know
like
you get the Google ads also if you just do like for the $99 deal they got, you get the
you
Google
get
ads
it.
too.
Yeah, you get
Oh, with
one.
the auto?
But then
Nice.
when you upgrade to like the next tier, you get maybe another auto, but you get like 20 Google Ads ones. So like you'll want
Whoa.
to look at those pricing structures to see what's best. Now, High Level does have AI YouTube ads and Google ads,
Yeah, right. They have
um,
that ads manager they
but
have.
the like they have like suppression clusters of negative keywords and all sorts of like crazy AI stuff going on in the search
With
atlas.
Google ads, yeah, with
And
search
yeah,
ads,
with
Google
Google
ads.
ads.
Yeah,
And maybe High Level hasn't posted about it, but I have a feeling High Search Atlas has a leg up right there. So for
gotcha.
my clients, that's what we're doing. And you can still use the external search atlas in High Level. You just have to drop the snippet
Right.
in the header. So like it just costs a little more and you get the Google ads too.
Sounds like a
Yep.
deal. Yeah,
That was
and
a
I'll
good
sign up through
question.
you. I'll sign up under your link, and that way, are you going to post your link for auto? For search
Yeah.
atlas. That way, I can.
Let me see if I can find that thing real quick. Search Atlas affiliate. There it is. Ah, they know that they make these things easy to find in the emails because they know you need it on a dime like that sometimes. All
Right.
right, so here it is in the chat, and then I'm gonna share this in the community too. So if you just saw this online and you joined my community through the QR code to my top left, then you'll get an email inviting you to AI Initiates, which is my community. And so I'm gonna share my screen real quick, and you'll be joining. I don't know if I'm logged in right now. You'll be joining 11,000 others who have joined this community who really love High Level and have a specialty and have a special interest in AI. And so it's one of the biggest AI communities on Go Collab, which is High Level's equivalent of School, their community discovery platform. And if you love what you do and are an expert in what you do, then you can kind of create a community the same way where you're all, and this also, all of this is another feature of High Level. And I forgot, so I'm gonna dump into my affiliate bonuses and cover some general things about High Level for people that don't know it. Um, AI, and I'm going to show my masterclass page because if you don't know what high level is, I've got some resources for you as well. Masterclass QA. So this is my guest speaking event with high level. It was the day where I revealed my supercharged AI employee snapshot, which a snapshot is basically a file you can download into your high level account, which will set up all these automations that I've spent thousands of hours building. The stuff inside the Supercharged AI employee is really special because it takes the knowledge that I gained from integrating the very first AI voice platform. I was the 38th person in the world to get access to it, which was Air AI. I was integrating that and third-party text AI systems into high level since these systems were around. So I was using Air AI for voice, and I was using WooSender back 4 years ago for AI texting, and integrating all this stuff into high level using custom fields and all these like really complex aspects of high level that most of you guys aren't going to want to dip your toes into. So um, basically what this snapshot does is it creates a memory system between the AI voice and the AI text systems that are in high level so that they know each other. So that if someone calls after they were texting upset, the AI voice is aware that they were texting upset and what they were upset about. It also gives it a memory of past voice AI conversations. So if they call back, it's not gonna not know that they just talked to the system. So it helps give the clients a more integrated experience, and how integrated the experience is already what HighLevel is way better than any other platform for these services in. They're much more integrated. Not really want another system where you can get AI voice, SMS, email, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and web chat with AI running the show all in one place, in one view for all of your emails across your company and all of your cell phone numbers. It's a really awesome thing. And so now I've just taken it a step further. I'm sure HighLevel will eventually do it on their own, but for now, my snapshot's the way to do it. So you get that snapshot. Now, if you want to know the other tools HighLevel has, I'm going to drop this link here in the chat, but you can, if you go through the link in my bio, this is the page it's going to take you to. And right here, we've got a checklist of all the 42 tools HighLevel is going to replace. And when you're first getting into HighLevel, this is a great way to justify it. You can go ahead and save yourself money in the first 30 days. I've got a lot of videos on migrating different systems into HighLevel on my YouTube. You can also have my team do it for you. So you can just go through here and, go ahead and start by saving a couple thousand a month, just by coming over to HighLevel. Also, like if you're a business who's connecting all these things together, all of your customers' data is exposed in the logs and the integrations. And, if you're supposed to be following any kind of compliance, that's going to be an issue for you. And HighLevel is one of the only places where you can get it all in one system that can be compliant. So the other bonuses that you get for affiliation, and by the way, if you guys want me to set up your website or want somebody else to do it, here is a guide you can use to get a 50% tax credit on making sure that you have an accessible website. And I'm going to give you guys a tool that you can use just to add a widget on your site to make it compliant. So if you wanted to hire somebody to build your website, whether it's me or not, this guide right here will tell you how to do it for a 50% discount from the US government up to, and it's an annual thing. So you can get, I think, 5K a year. Now, I am not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. And I also haven't even thought about that in a few days. So like I say, yeah, up to 5K per year. But make sure you check with your CPA about that one. And then over here on the bonuses, you're going to get my snapshot, access to the 11,000 member community. I've got like 4 AI courses. Some of them show you how to integrate the third-party AI systems. The newest one, the one I like the best, goes deep into setting up the AI in HighLevel. And I've got a quick setup guide that can have your AI voice and all those text channels working that I mentioned. They can be all set up in about 20 minutes from your website, 20 minutes total. You're going to extended 30-day trial. The most valuable thing that I give you guys is access to these group calls that I do. So before the training that I'm on right now, the reason all my current clients are on here is because for the hour before that, I was helping them with whatever they needed. I've got do-it-yourself clients. I've got clients that are having my team do everything. And what's missing from most marketing agencies, and one of the reasons why clients don't get success, is because the account manager you're dealing with or the IT guy you're dealing with, he has never scaled a business. He is not going to be giving you the right kind of advice. Most agency owners are going to give you a course at most. But guess what? It does not compare to getting to see me face to face and help with your strategy, help you know what you can use to get more juice out of your HighLevel and what you can do to eliminate bottlenecks and problems you're currently having in your business. So that is for sure the most valuable thing you can get, and I'm giving it to you dang near for free. You also get one 15-minute one-on-one with me. And if you like see all this stuff and you're like, hey, I would at least, get my agency affiliated, which can, here, let me explain the different ways you can get affiliated. If you don't have an agency, you can just start a trial through my link. You get a 30-day trial, then it's $97 a month. Then you got an affiliated agency. You can also upgrade your agency through my link. So if you need one of those upgrade links, just hit me by text or anywhere, you'll be able to get in touch. Just go to the link in my bio. If you are already fully upgraded, you can migrate your agency. So you can start a new one with new phone, email, and card. But that can be a problem if you have clients that are on SaaS mode. You don't want to have to restart those subscriptions. So if that's the case, you can use my code for your AI employee and turn on one sub account. It's going to give you unlimited AI usage inside HighLevel. It's going to cost you $97 a month. So if you're at least ready to get started with one of those options, you can get a free 15-minute one-on-one with me, and I'll personally onboard you. And then after that, I'll make sure you're booked into the right meetings for the group calls and everything from there. So before I go, I'm going to drop my one-on-one calendar link one last time. And then I'll open it back up for questions one more time. Don, I know you've been digging into some of the Search Atlas stuff. Tell me
Yeah.
do you have any questions?
Oh, well, I had one. I got the impression at one point when you were talking that you were running Search Atlas and Go High Level out of the same portal.
Hmm.
Are
Sometimes
you or not?
both cases. So for clients that don't have a website that's a WordPress or a high level site, like if they have a Shopify e-com store, then
Yeah.
we're going to need to buy Search Atlas outside of high level. So I've got sub accounts with Search Atlas enabled in it, and then I have some clients where I signed up outside of it.
Okay.
Sometimes there's multiple reasons why I would go direct to Search Atlas. Sometimes it's because we need to put Search Atlas on a website that's not in high level. And then other times it's because we also want their AI Google Ads tool, which is a really, really good tool. And so if a client wants Google Ads, then I'm going to go ahead and do it outside of high level because we're going to have better AI tools to work with to get them good results.
Right.
So
Yeah.
different scenario, I would choose a different route. But does that make it a little more clear why I would choose
Yeah, it
one or the
does.
other?
Yeah, I mean,
Awesome.
I like the idea of it all being in one portal, but I did take note of your
Yeah.
comments earlier about the ads being run a lot better in Atlas, Search Atlas.
Yeah. And then in general, from my understanding, even though SEO is going to be just as good as WordPress in a high level site, I have heard that, and I don't have a ton of experience with ecom. I'll be straight honest, like I don't. Um, I've heard Shopify is hard to beat when it comes to like a true ecom store. And
Mhm.
so if that was the scenario, like I wouldn't suggest them to rebuild in high level. My end goal is to deliver the client the best results possible. And
Mhm.
while for a lot of things I think high level is the best solution, I'll be honest if it's not, and I'll say, hey, no, you should stay in Shopify, but we'll still do your SEO. I'm still going to help that client the best I can.
Right. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense.
Sure. And Don, I hope you still want to meet. I dropped the link in the chat again for you too, just a second ago.
Yes, sir.
Um, and Michael, what's going on, bro? What's your question?
You mentioned sometimes you have clients who have other websites. They're not in high level. How do you deal with that typically? Uh, I know they put a lot of energy into what they're doing. How do you go side by side them and try to help them, knowing that you think high level is better, that it can do all that stuff? How do you either get them over, or like, how does that work typically?
I
Thank
would
you.
ask them like how much they're paying for their current site, and see if I, be like, hey, dude, we can get you in our system. And some people are paying $1,000 a month to companies for hosting. A lot of companies that go after, they're paying 1,000 a month just for hosting their website, and then they're charging another 1,000 a month for 2 or 3 blogs. And so price is one good reason to get them to switch. If they have a WordPress site, which is what a lot of people who had their site custom built are on, and they might not be paying hardly anything. If they're on that, they're still maybe paying $30 a month or something like that. I'll say, hey, well, what about free? I'll say, what if we could make it more compliant, where you didn't have to upgrade, didn't have all these plugins leaking your client's data? There's a few different angles that I would use to get them to switch. But if there's no reason to get them to switch, then just do Search Atlas for their site the way it is. You only would want them to switch if there was one of those angles where you felt like it would be a win for them. But those are pretty much the levers. Does that
Thank
make
you.
sense?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Anything else from anybody before we call it a day? All right. Well, guys, I'll be back. Oh, I'll be back on Thursday at 2 p.m. with a new training. We've got trainings, a couple long forms that hit my YouTube every week, a couple other videos where I go into depth on Search Atlas and the website builder. So if you want to learn more, hit the link in my bio, subscribe to my YouTube, and I'll be excited to meet you on one of these Zoom invites. If you hit the link in my bio and put your information in the form on the right, or either it might be below if you're on a phone, you'll get a text invite where you can join on Zoom and we can talk live. And once you get affiliated, you'll get invited to the earlier session where it's not live, where I'm actually working with clients hands on. Thanks to everybody for coming. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you guys found some stuff valuable. If there's any recommendations, new topics you want, shoot me a text. I'd love to cover them, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Hey,
Thanks, guys.
Rob, one question.
Go
Do you have
ahead.
just a second?
Yeah, you're
If
good.
I
I'm not
send
in a
you
rush.
if I send you a link, will you be able? I think that they're on Shopify and they're using Stripe for credit card processing. If will you take a look at it and see if you could do anything for them? Maybe fill in a hole or something like that that they may be missing out on, and then I'll send it to you here in just a second, and let me know.
If it's a Shopify site, I wouldn't be able to tell anything from looking at it.
Yeah.
But we can do their SEO with Search Atlas, would be what I would say. I don't know if they're already doing SEO, so I really only would be able to evaluate what I could do by talking to them about the rest of their systems.
Okay.
I think following up with their leads is probably something Shopify is weak on. You can integrate Shopify with HighLevel. So I would recommend a high-level integration with better follow-up and a more cohesive, like you can hit their list with promotions, all sorts of things you can do to help drive conversions from people that already opted in.
And I can kind of find out if I just went in there and poked around and maybe didn't finish my order or something like that.
That would be great. That's what I would do. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
do that and then ask them if they're using SEO or doing any SEO. Those would be the main two avenues for you to find a way to help them.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, Nathan. Well, again, thanks everybody. If anybody has a question, you can still shoot it at me right now, or you can just text me the same way you got into the meeting. And I am excited to see you guys on Thursday. Bye, everybody.